Alright, another tier list. Right now, we're doing relationship red flags. Even though I'm already in a relationship, so I should not be doing this video, I'm still gonna do it because I'm an idiot. Hopefully, my girlfriend just doesn't take very much offense to this video. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we got the worst, or like kind of like I guess what's like a deal breaker for me, or instant deal breaker. That's in the red tier. That's gonna be in the top layer, and then on the bottom means I'm kind of like questionable, and then purple means yes. So I'm gonna guess there's not many very neutral standpoints. I think it's gonna lean more towards either instant deal breaker. Actually, I like this. Yes, or depends on the situation. So I'm guessing this entire orange and green area is gonna be a little you know what I mean? On some Meg Thee Stallion shit. But without further ado, let's get started. Always feels the need to prove themselves. Always feels the need to prove themselves. I feel like proving yourself or having a chip on your shoulder isn't too bad. You know what I mean? Like, but it depends on what you mean and on the context. If it's for the relationship, if you feel like you always need to prove yourself in the relationship, that's kinda on the opposing partner or the other partner, because like you may not be showing a lot of appreciation, so you're making it feel like the person who's insecure in a relationship feel like they have to constantly put on a show. So if I were to be completely honest, always feeling the need to prove yourself is not good, but it's not bad. So I'm going to do bad but manageable. I think that's bad but manageable if I'm being completely honest. I just that's just not like the biggest thing in the world to me. You know what I mean? Always on their phone. I actually did deal with an ex who was always on their phone, whether it was dinner dates, whether it was driving, whether it was just like a regular conversation. I actually hate people who are on their phone in situations where they don't need to be on their phone. So I'm gonna do always on their phone. I'm gonna put not good. I would put bad but manageable because it is manageable, but we all know the phone is one of the greatest addictions of all time. So I'm going to do not good because it is not very easy to find a person who can genuinely handle their phone addiction, if I'm being genuinely honest. I am one of them. I TikTok while I'm at work. If you're one of my friends on TikTok, you notice how many times I send you TikToks at work. And if you look at my post times on my TikTok page at Little Juice, same as my YouTube channel, right here on the bottom, my TikTok, you would see how many times I post during the day when I'm working. It's pretty bad. I can't get off the phone. So I'm going to say not good because a phone addiction is pretty hard to break if I were to be genuinely honest. Always want to eat out. Me personally, in my relationship at least, I want to eat out more, but I understand the money can be a little bit of tight. I'm going to say always want to eat out. Like, when you mean always, you mean like always? Like always, always? I'm gonna say not the worst thing. I expected this tier list to be more like instantaneously or like more cutthroat, but there are some things I feel neutral about. I feel like always wanting to eating out is not one of the worst things on the planet. You know what I mean? Yeah, the money can be a little tight, but always wanting to go out and eat, you know, that's not too bad because like then you guys are finding restaurants and sleepers. You know what I mean? Like you guys are probably finding really, really, really good restaurants, and there's nothing wrong with that to me. Um, Always wants to split the bill. Always. I mean, I'm the type of person who wants to pay all the time. So if a person always wants to split the bill, you're helping me out. So I'm going to say that's okay. You know what I mean? I have no problem with a person always wanting to split the bill. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Anger issues, instant deal breaker. Never dealt with a person with anger issues, but I do not want to. Don't even want to deal with it. Who the hell wants to deal with a person who can't control their emotions? Not me. Assumes familiarity very early on. What do you mean familiarity? I'm gonna say it depends on the situation. That's not too important to me. Attention sponge. Instant deal breaker. I was dealing with an ex who was an attention sponge. They are the worst people on the planet. They don't want the attention, but they do everything in the world to attract it. I can't stand those types of people. They're very, very annoying. One of the worst human beings to ever deal with in your entire life, and I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemy. Um, they act like they don't want the attention, but they do everything in their power to get that attention. I kid you not. Literally everything. They say sly comments. They're always sarcastic. They always withdraw when they know dang well that's not the right time. They're very, very annoying and hard to deal with. I do not wish an attention sponge on my worst enemy once more. I can say that once more. Once more, once more. An attention sponge is one of the worst human beings on the planet. Plus, they cry a lot. Nobody wants to deal with a person like that. Bad at communicating. In the relationship that I'm in right now, I can say that communicating is one of the easier things to do. I think human beings are very, very predictable and very, very easy to learn. It just takes a lot of repetition. So, if you are bad at communicating, I understand. It can be fixed. But if you're one of those people who are bad at communicating willingly, because it's just easier that way, then I think just me personally, if you're already bad at communicating and you're not willing to improve, I think that's an instant deal breaker. But I don't think bad communication is an instant deal breaker because that's something that can be built upon. Not everybody's going to be compatible when it comes to communication. So I'm going to say bad at communicating is not good. It's not good. I don't think anything's really going to reach very bad because if it's very bad to me, that's going to be a deal breaker. You know what I mean? Bad hygiene. Bad hygiene is probably one of the worst traits you can ever have in a relationship. So I'm going to put that at instant deal breaker. If you smell like shit, I fucking hate you. There's no reason you should be in the dating pool smell like shit. What the fuck are you doing? You're smelling like shit and you're in the dating pool, you dumb bitch? I'm straight, so I like women. So nigga, you're a woman smelling like shit? Are you out of your fucking mind? Women are supposed to smell good. Y'all literally drench yourselves in perfume. So why you smell like shit, baby girl? No. Bad hygiene is an instant deal breaker. I'll never, ever fuck with a bitch with bad hygiene. What the fuck? Bro, I deadass figured my signature frag too. Damn, bro. You still doing that? It's 426, bro. Why you still figuring out fragrances? Should have been figured that out, bro. Christmas was the perfect time to figure out what your fragrance is, bro. Flexing on your family members. My Prada shit is like that. I smelled a little bit of Prada. Inside Ulta, I think. Well, it's okay. It's definitely more on the masculine side, masculine tobacco side, but it's okay. I'll fucks with it. Believes in conspiracy theories. Now, if we're talking like pro-black, annoying, earthy girl type conspiracy theories, then I say go fuck yourself. But if you're like the conspiracy theorists where it's just like you don't believe... No, actually, I'll say yeah, because beliefs in conspiracy theories are an instant deal breaker. Because there's some bitches out here that generally think Megan Thee Stallion was shot by Tory Lanez. Nah. Believes in conspiracy theories is annoying as fuck, and I want no parts of that. That shit is annoying as fuck. I want nothing to do with that. This bitch probably thinks the earth is flat, she thinks UFOs are real, and she probably believes in the firmament from the Bible. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that shit. Fuck that shit. I refuse to believe in a bitch that believes in conspiracy theories. That's an unbearable experience. You can't even have a simple conversation about basketball before she starts thinking that Adam Silver started the Holocaust or some shit. I ain't got time for that shit. No, I had it figured out, but now I know what's actually my SIG. I don't even know what my SIG is, like, to this day. Brags about how good of a liar they are. Oh my god, that is... Yeah, it's a deal breaker. If you brag about how good of a liar you are, one, you lie a lot and you willingly are open about it. I don't want any parts of you. Two, nobody's a good liar because it's like, I believe nobody's a good liar except for a lawyer. So if you brag about how good of a liar you are, 9 times out of 10, you're probably a terrible liar. Just saying. Calls himself a nice guy. I gotta make a new category. I gotta make a new category for the bitches. Call themselves a nice guys for the bitches. That's not my problem. Calls you daddy, wants to be called daddy. I think calling me daddy is pretty nice, man. I get my girl to call me daddy all the time. And it's a nice ass experiment, bro. Or a nice ass experience. So yes, I believe if you call me daddy, I think me and you are gonna do business and we're gonna do well together. Being so real. Can't hold icon. Can't hold eye contact during conversations. I believe this is not one of the worst things in the world. I think being shy or being nervous while talking to me kind of turns me on. So I would say this is I actually like this. I'm gonna be honest. I actually like you not being able to hold eye contact during conversations. That's like conqueror's hockey for me. I like that, man. Like my aura makes you shiver, nigga. You can't even look at me, nigga. So I think not being able to hold eye contact during a conversation is pretty good. So I'm gonna put that in. Actually, I like this tier. Can't text in complete sentences. What the fuck? I've never what are you dating? A fifth grade? Like no, if you can't text in complete sentences like a hood rat, get the fuck out of here. No, this is an instant deal breaker. Why would I want to deal with that? Why would I want to deal with that? Oh. Cheated in the past. If you have ever cheated in the past, especially if you are open about it, that is an instant deal breaker. Holy fuck. Hell no. Why the hell would I want to deal with a bitch that cheated in the past? She's just gonna cheat on me. One thing I suggest to you niggas, bro. I have never cheated. I have been cheated on. But there's one thing I never suggest to you niggas. Do not, and I mean do not get a bitch that you took from another nigga. That shit is one of the worst experiences on the planet. How you get her is how she gonna do your ass. How you get her is how you gonna lose her. That was one of the worst experiences on the world. And another statement of mine, I believe all Pisces bitches should die. I hate Pisces women with a passion. This was in 8th grade when I did this shit. And I will never, ever, ever respect a Pisces bitch a day of my life ever again. Annihilate all Pisces bitches. Hold on, let me make this hashtag. Death to... Let me make this fucking hashtag. Pisces. And then pin this motherfucker until I fucking take it off. Alright? Death to Pisces. Literally. I will never, and I mean never, respect a Pisces woman ever again. And let me add that to this. Well, no, actually, I shouldn't have deleted that. I would never respect a Pisces woman ever again. Alright. Let me keep that right there. Let me go back to chat. Choose loudly. That is that's not the worst thing on. That's not the worst thing in the planet. If you choose loudly, I don't care. Chronically online. Chronically online women are one of the worst women on the planet. Pairing that with a Pisces woman is probably one of the worst experiences on the thing. A chronically online woman is one of the worst things you can experience. I'm gonna put that in an instant deal breaker. If you are chronically online, bro, you're probably on Twitter constantly, and we all know bird brain Twitter bitches are probably the worst human beings on the planet. I cannot stand them. They do not think for themselves, and they have the worst opinions known to man. Worse than Jordan fans. Cannot stand chronically online women. They're probably one of the worst human beings on the planet. You should stay away from them. And if you do encounter one, please disinfect yourself like a germaphobe. Constantly messy living space. I believe that's very bad. I believe it can be fixed. That habit can be fixed. But if you're constantly messy, this bitch got roaches in her crib type bad, you're a disgusting bitch. And I will never link with you ever again. Never again. But I believe it can be fixed, so I'm not going to put in instant deal breaker because I do understand the situation. Niggas got siblings, niggas got parents that don't clean after themselves, niggas got roommates that don't clean after themselves, so I could be a little I can work around it. I should put it in depends on the situation tier, but I'm going to put it in very bad tier because 9 times out of 10 it is the bitch's fault because you're in her personal room and the roommates do not live in her room. So, I'm going to put that in very bad. Constant self-deprecating jokes. Now, I self-deprecate myself all the time. But when a woman does it, she genuinely believes in that shit. I'm going to put that in very bad. If you're constantly self-deprecating yourself, she probably thinks that way of herself. Or, better yet, she's fishing for compliments. Nobody wants to deal with a bitch like that. That shit's annoying. Constantly having to reassure your girlfriend is one of the most annoying things on the planet. Especially when you know it's not going to benefit anything because she's not even going to believe a word you're saying. So, a constant self-deprecating woman is generally one of the most annoying things on the planet, and I do not recommend that shit. Please stay away from that shit. I'll be right back. I will continue the rest of this video. I have to use the restroom. Give me a moment. Alright. I am back. W Fat Cakes. Oh my god. I cannot win with a chat like this. Nigga got his ass out. I cannot win with a chat like this, bro. I swear. I swear. I'm not gonna lie. God should have never gave me a fucking soundboard because I'm just abusing this shit. Back to the video. Constantly brings up an ex. I think constantly bringing up an ex is not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Because I'm a person that constantly brings up my ex because I hate that bitch. And it's not like I hate that bitch, but I get back with her. I hate that bitch. And she left an everlasting mark on my life that I will not forget. And it fucking ruined my life. She ruined my life. She's ruined my perspective of life. Not of women, but of life. But constantly bringing up your ex is not that bad of a thing. But when it comes to women, 9 times out of 10, they want to fuck them. I'm sexist. I don't care. Instant deal breaker. I don't care. When a woman constantly brings up their ex, that means they want to fuck them. If the dick was coming their way, they'd suck it up like a fucking vacuum. Kid you not. So when a woman brings up her ex constantly, let that shit go, bro. She's not the one for you. Alright? She wants to swallow that nigga dick backwards, bro. Alright? Let that shit go. Let that shit go. Constantly late. Fuck no. I'm not even gonna explain why being constantly late is an instant deal breaker. If you're constantly late, like, and you gotta understand, I'm black. My definition of being late is like 30 to an hour. If you're constantly late for a black person, bro, you're late. Get the fuck out of my face. Alright? No, I want no problem with that. We got a lot more shit that fucking do, bro. Alright. Constantly negative. If you're constantly negative, bad but manageable. If you're constantly negative, that's manageable. Do I want to be around you? Probably not. But it's manageable. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm out at a restaurant and you're complaining about the food even though you destroyed the plate. You fat bitch. But you know, I can work with it. You know, we can turn it around. Maybe she just has something going on in her life that's constantly making her negative. So I'm not gonna hold it against her. You know what I mean? Constantly wants to take selfies or photos together. That's not the worst thing in the world. Could be good, honestly. I like memories, and I like to remember things. I have photographic memory, but obviously even my memory fizzles out. So being able to be reminded of things such as pictures of me and my girlfriend, I like that. You know, I put mine on my calendar, so I'm constantly reminded that I'm in a happy relationship with a lovely woman. So if you constantly want to take photos and selfies, I think there's goods to it. Now, it depends on if, like... It depends on if, like, you're invasive with it. You know what I mean? If you're invasive with it, like, we can't enjoy the moment type bad, then yeah, I'll say it depends on the situation. I'll say it depends on the situation. But 9 times out of 10, constantly wanting to take selfies is not that bad. Controlling. Oh my god. Controlling. Oh, this water's beat my ass. Alright. You just sent me something on Twitter. Let me mute Twitter real quick. Just paid for my mom boyfriend food. Hope that fuck nigga know he owe me for his life now. That is true though. That is true. I don't know what it is, but being a stepdad is like a top tier debuff. You can't do nothing right by the kid, bro. Being a stepdad is a lose-lose situation. It's a lose-lose situation, bro. Because if you do all good, I don't think the woman will really respect you, but the kids will. Sometimes the kids won't. But if you're a bad stepdad, then the woman respects you, but the kids don't. So it's just like you kind of lose in both situations. You know what I mean? But it's still fuck them kids. You can either be the dad that stepped up or the stepdad. Whatever you do, bro, don't be the dad that stepped up, bro, because you'll just be called corny by other niggas, and niggas will feel sorry for your ass. If I ever become a stepdad, I know I hit rock bottom and instantly rethink my life. Like, yeah, being a stepdad is like top tier. Like, you're literally Grey Loot. Being a stepdad means you're Grey Loot, bro. Like, you were the first option. You were the first thing they saw. And they were just like, listen, I got nothing better else going on. I'll bump with like 30 other niggas, and I need somebody to take care of these kids, and I need help. So, being a stepdad just means you're a common gray pistol from Fortnite. Wouldn't recommend it. Being controlling. This water's good. Being controlling. Instant deal breaker. I would like to be able to go wherever the fuck I want without having to check in with you and constant location, blah blah blah. Like, I don't really think I have to explain or nor clip farm as to why being a controlling girlfriend, boyfriend is one of the worst things on the planet. You're annoying. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants to be around you. Please stay away from me. Dark humor. I believe, me personally, I have dark humor, so I actually like this. I like dark humor. Describes their exes as crazy. Depends on the situation. Some people genuinely do have crazy exes. I know some bitches that their ex genuinely wanted to murk them and put their head on the pike. So, having a crazy ex is not that bad of a thing. It's kind of bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad to admit you had a crazy ex. Different political alignments. I don't tend to get political on my Twitch channel, but as right now, with the political climate and the doofus in office right now, different political climates. If you are a Trump supporter right now, especially after all the things he's done to all the policies we've put in place in the history of this country, and he's either improved, or my bad, he's either strictly enforced the bad policies that's already in place, or enforced new policies, or you stripped us of the policies that actually made sense. I think if you vote for Trump right now, and you're supportive of Trump right now, I think you're an idiot, and we should not be in a relationship. Give me a sec. I'm gonna say that lower drop out loud, but I gotta take a piss. Plus, I gotta throw up because I ain't gonna lie, I feel bloated. Oh, my shit not working. There you go. I feel bloated in the motherfucker, bro. I'm back. I'm just not realizing how long this tier list will be. This will probably be the longest video I do so far. My ex found my low-key TikTok and DM'd me on this shit saying she missed me. I see this shit pop up while I'm scrolling and almost died, literally. Hey, bro, you gotta be more secretive than that, nigga. Come on, bro, you making rookie moves, bro. You're supposed to use a dummy email, not even supposed to link up a phone number. It's supposed to be on a different device that you know your girl didn't have a phone number with. Like, bro, if you want to make a burner account, it's gotta be a burner account, and do not DM yourself on that account. Even I made that mistake. If you have a burner account, bro, it's supposed to be a burner. That bitch, when shit go down, you burn that motherfucker, bro. Telling you. Alright, the next thing on this tier list. Dismissive of your feelings or opinions. I mean, come on. It's like an instant deal breaker. Like, why would anybody want to deal with that? I'll be using them DMs as gooner tunnels. You're not supposed to, buddy. You're not supposed to. Disney adult. I equate Disney adults with fat people. So, instant deal breaker. Sorry. Plus, I'm from Florida. Disney is not that interesting. I'm from Florida. Disney is not that interesting. It's not. It's mid. The only thing that's good at Disney is Animal Kingdom and fireworks. Like, bro, the rest of the parks don't fucking matter. Like, and the fireworks are like 10 minutes of your day. Disney is for the bitches, my nigga. Like, no, but don't nigga want to go to Disney World. Disney World is mid. Ain't nobody trying to go to Disney World. Hell no, nigga. Fuck no, nigga! Hell no. Ain't nobody trying to go to no damn Disney World. Universal better. Busch Gardens better. Disregards boundaries. Instant deal breaker, nigga? Like, why would I have to explain that? Disrespects animals. Bro, if you disrespect animals, especially as a woman, like, women love animals. If you disrespect animals as a woman, you just got a nasty ass personality. No nigga hates a bitch more than a girl who always sells animals or who beats their animals. Cause it's like, bro, like, be a woman, bro. Like, women love animals and animals are cool people. How the fuck could you disrespect animals? That is an instant deal breaker. Fuck people who abuse animals, nigga. Like, be a woman, bro. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch, bro. Does drugs. If you mean drugs is like hardcore, like, you mean weed? I'm okay with weed. My girlfriend's a stoner. But it's like, weed? Nah. I think about it, but that's not like the biggest deal breaker on the planet for me. You know what I mean? But like drugs, like hardcore cocaine, nigga? Heroin? Fucking fentanyl? Shrooms? Ecstasy? Molly? Anything opioid like? Nigga, you gotta go. It depends on the situation though. Does not dress up for a date. I don't give a fuck if my bitch show up in gym shorts, cargo shorts, a tank top. Like, nigga, just listen. I'm just trying to have fun. As long as you're not showing and throwing ass, I don't give a fuck how you look. I'm being so real. I don't give a fuck how you look. As long as you're not showing and throwing ass, depends on the situation. Actually, no. I don't care. That's okay. I don't care. I really don't. I really don't. Does not have a degree nor not working towards one. Some people are entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and act like everybody's destined to go to college. Everybody's supposed to go to college. I feel like if you have the opportunity to, like if your parents are paying for your tuition and they have the money, or you have the money to pay for your tuition, and what you want to do is going towards a college degree, like let's say for example you want to do hair all your life, but you don't want to get your cosmetology degree, I think you're an idiot. So, doing nails, but you don't want to get your nail degree, I think you're an idiot. So, not going for your college degree is not the worst thing on the planet, but if you have the ability to and what you want to do requires a college degree, and you don't want to get it, you're an idiot. So, I'm going to say depends on the situation. Does not have a single close friend. Instant deal breaker. Everybody has a close friend. It could be a cousin, it could be your sister, could be a friend, could be a distant relative. Like, nigga, everybody has a close friend. If a bitch does not have a close friend, nigga, she's weird. Stay the fuck away from her. Can you imagine? Cause everybody has a woman where they're always on their phone texting their girlfriend, or they're always having a group chat. Could you imagine being on a first date and be like, oh, so what do you do with your social life? Like, how are you outside? Oh, I don't have any friends. Nigga, what? No cousin? No homegirl? No sister? No mama? No daughter? Nigga, you're lonely? No, hell no. Stay the fuck away from her. Fuck that shit. Hell no. Hell to the no. It's not like when you are with your friends. That means she's possessive. I could put that in the same category as controlling. So, it depends on the situation. Because if your friends are generally bad people, but you can't tell if your friends are bad people, then I think she's trying to save you, but you just don't realize it yet. So it depends on the situation for sure. Does not take care of their health. Instant deal breaker. Who the fuck wants to be wiping my bitch's ass when I turn 30? When I turn 70? I mean, like, what the hell? What the helly? I don't want to be wiping my bitch's ass when I'm 70 years old, bro. I'd like my girl to take care of me, not me take care of my girl. I'm not dealing with that shit. Fuck though. Like, no, I got like she eating hot Cheetos at 8 o'clock in the morning, And I got meal prep in the fridge and groceries in the fridge, and she want to eat hot Cheetos and eggs. Like, the fuck? Hell no, I'm not gonna be dealing with that bitch. Especially if she don't know how to cook. Does not understand pop culture references. That's something you can manage. So it's bad but manageable. Does not want kids. I am not too crazy on not wanting kids. I would say it depends on the situation. If she does not want kids because she hates kids, then that's a deal breaker to me. If she does not want kids because she understands her situation is terrible and she won't be able to offer her kids a good situation, then she's smart. And I actually like her decision making. So I really like her. That's why it depends on the situation. If she does not want kids because it would make her life a lot more difficult, like for example, she's very, very, I forget what it is. Is it infertile or sterile where it's very, very hard for you to have children? Either way, if she can't have children or it's very, very hard for her to have children and she does not want kids because of that, because it would cause complications and health problems, then yeah, she's smart. I want her around. She makes smart decisions and hopefully one day we can figure out a way to make her life a little better. Doesn't have the same music taste whatsoever. Not having the same music taste is bad but manageable. Because if you don't have the same music taste as me, we can work on that. If you're closed-minded, then I believe that's a problem. But having the same music taste as me is not like the most necessary thing on the planet. You know what I mean? Because we can work on that. But if you're very, very closed-minded, like if a bitch likes rock, but I love rap, and she's not willing to she's not open to listening at least to one of my rap playlists, then yeah, the bitch gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta go. We're not doing that over here, bro. Doesn't like music. Instant deal breaker. I don't have to explain why. Like, I'm black. We groove to music all the time. Like the hell. Doesn't make time in your schedule to see you. Let me tell you something right now. This is a dumb thing to put in a tier list. If a girl doesn't make time in her schedule to see you, she don't want to see you. Bro, this is why having a homegirl is very, very important. Having a homegirl is like pre-gaming dating. When you have a homegirl, you see how dumb bitches get when they really like a nigga. If you have a homegirl, ask and call your homegirl right now, bro. They get real fucking dumb when they have a nigga that they really like. They'll dead ass skip school, work, their mama's baby shower, their dad's birthday, their kid's birthday, just to see a nigga. Realizing when a bitch dig you is one of the most dangerous things a nigga can go through, because then that nigga start becoming maniacal. I've experienced it. I ain't gonna lie, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Try it one time. Have a bitch head over heels for you. It's one of the greatest things in the planet, and it boosts your ego to the max. But if a girl doesn't make time in their schedule to see you, the bitch just don't like you. Because I've seen bitches throw away their entire life for one day. Just saying. So if a bitch doesn't make time to see you, I'm going to put that in instant deal breaker. Because that bitch just don't like me, and I ain't got time for that. I've seen stupid bitches do stupid shit for a nigga. Birds are birds, bro. Early bird? There's nothing wrong with being an early bird. I really like this. Holy hell. Emotional outbursts. You're a woman, so I'm gonna say it depends on the situation. Like, if you're like, emotional outbursts, that's normal to me. I deal with that all the time. I have a black mom. Excessive jealousy. Very bad. Not gonna go into too deep in that. Excessive thirst for anime men and women. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to women, like, obsessing over things that are like fictional or something they can't physically reach, I don't really stress over it. Like, for example, an anime character. If she's stressing over Satoru Gojo all the time, nigga, I got no competition with that nigga. One, spoilers, he's dead. Two, the nigga's not real. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if my bitch had Gojo posters all over her, you know, her mouse pads and her keyboard and her back wall. Like, nigga, the nigga's dead and he's not real. Alright? So, same thing with like a dead baby mama or a dead ex-boyfriend. Like, nigga's dead. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Unless you got a necromancer, dude, that nigga's not coming back to life. I ain't stressing over him. Alright? Now, if you got a necromancer, first of all, I shouldn't even be fucking with the bitch. The bitch got some spooky coochie, nigga. Hell no. I ain't even trying to deal with that. What the fuck she get a necromancer from? Hell no. So excessive thirst for anime men and women. Can I put like don't care? I'm gonna make like I'm gonna make I cannot speak. I'm gonna make a tier called don't care. Don't care. I just don't care. Doesn't bother me. Can't bother me. It doesn't. It's not real. I don't care. It's not a real thing to be worried about. I think if you worry about stuff like this, that's your problem. Excessively compliments, nigga. I love that. The hell? Why would I care about a bitch who is excessively compliments me? That's a good thing. Expects you to pay for everything. Not an instant deal breaker. Not good. Not good. Extremely indecisive. Bad but manageable. You can force people to make a decision. You just gotta be a little manipulative. Like if I have a bitch who makes me choose, or who I have to make choose between her brother's left leg or Cheesecake Factory, nigga, I'm gonna put some things on Jeopardy. You know, I just tried to clip for that shit did not work. I'm not. Extreme involvement with parents. I think that's more of a good thing. Could be good as long as they just don't like interfere with our relationship. But if she's making decisions, she needs her parents' backing. That's not the worst thing on the planet. There are a lot more things we could be worried about. If I'm being genuinely honest. Fast food is their favorite food or genre. Instant deal breaker. You fat bitch. Forgets important holidays or anniversary. I'm a dude. Not it's bad but manageable. It saved me a lot of money and time. Like today's Mother's Day. I wanted to skip Mother's Day so bad, but that's not an option for women. So we're just not even gonna do that. Furry. Furry. I think it's bad. Very bad. Like, I think I'll put it in don't care. Like, if you're okay, my thing about being a furry is if you're constantly in the suit, like you sleep in it, you shower in it, then I'll have a problem. Not because you're a furry, but because I can't see the real you all the time. It's like you're Muslim wearing a hijab all the time. Nothing against my Muslim brothers and sisters, but I want to see the real you, bro. But if you're like a furry in your free time for a YouTube channel, or you're like a tuber or something, or a streamer, nigga, I don't fuck, like do your thing. I don't care. Gamer. Would actually love if I was dating a gamer. I did. I game with my girlfriend. That shit's fun as fuck, bro. Goes to the gym every day. Yes. Goes with the flow. That's okay. Had recent on and off again relationships. That is very bad. That just means she's a very, very spontaneous person. You want nothing to do with that. Please do not date a person that is off and on in relationships. That just means she doesn't know what she wants. She's waiting for the right thing to come her way. Has a child from a previous relationship. We just talked about this. If you are a stepdad, this is a lose-lose situation. I am 21 years old. If a bitch has a child with a previous relationship and she's still not with that nigga, what the fuck happened? Like it's been only maybe 1 year and you're not with the baby daddy. Some bitches be pregnant and they still on the dating apps. Why are you on a dating app? You got a baby in your stomach. The fuck? Where did the nigga go? Where did the nigga go? Where did the nigga go? How are you pregnant on a dating site? That is a scary sight. Hell no, that shit. Had a child from a previous relationship? Nah, you gotta get the fuck on, man. That's an instant deal breaker, bro. I'm 21 years old. I can't be dealing with no little jits. Fuck that jit. That jit can die. That's not my jit. Kill that nigga. The fuck? Has a lot of debt. I'm 21 years old. If you have over like 40K or 50K in debt, and it's in student loans, I respect it. But if you have around like 40 to 50K in debt and it's all like CCs or like car loans and shit, what the fuck are you doing? Bad but manageable. That's not the worst thing on the planet. Has a lot of noticeable tattoos. Don't care. Women are women. Has a mental disorder. I have BPD myself, so I'm going to say that having a mental disorder is not the worst thing on the planet. It is bad, but I don't think it's the worst thing on the planet. So I'm gonna say not the worst thing. Has a stuffed animal collection. I don't care. Like, has a specific coffee order. Don't care. Has an addiction. I mean, don't we all? Don't care. Where did it go? What the hell? Where did it go? Where did has an addiction go? I moved it. Has an addiction. Don't care. I don't care. Everybody has an addiction to something. Corn, phone, TikTok, drugs, big booty bitches. We all have an addiction, bro. Alright? So it's just up to us to manage our addiction and keep it under control, okay? Because we all love anal and we all have an addiction to it, but we gotta be honest with ourselves. Has no filter. Depends. You know what I mean? Depends. Yeah, it depends on the situation. If it's like in public, that's like that's pretty bad. But if it's like has no filter with me, I don't really care. I have no filter either. Hates cartoons. I do not care. I love anime myself, but if you do not like anime, yeah, it sucks. But if if you have a great personality, I do not care if you don't like anime. You know what I mean? It's life. Not everybody likes what I like. Have to do everything together. Not the bad, but manageable. I feel like there should be some independence in a relationship, but if you have to do everything together, or if we have to do everything separately, then what are we in a relationship for? You know what I mean? Obviously, you need more than that, and I'm not that. Sorry. Not gonna work that way. Hentai. 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 I'll be honest. When it comes to hentai, I don't care. I don't care. I watch it too, so I don't care. I love you very early on. That just means the bitch has never experienced love in her life and you should stay very, very far away from her. If a bitch says I love you very, very early on in a relationship, you should probably hate her guts from the beginning. Do not give her the chance to walk into your life and get comfortable. I'm telling you right now. Either that bitch wants to sleep in your house or she wants to ruin your life because she's never gotten love a day in her life. If a bitch tells you, or nigga, for all my girls out there, tells you that a nigga or a bitch loves you early on in the relationship, like 4 days in, a weekend, that's probably finna be the worst 3 months of your life, and you're gonna remember that for the rest of your life. I'm just saying, if somebody says I love you like a weekend, bro, be fucking prepared. You're probably going to experience the worst couple months of your life, and you are going to hate that person for the rest of your life. Because strong, early commitment and connection just means a crazy down spiral, and it is one of the worst things on the planet. Just saying. Inconsistent communication. That is an instant deal breaker. Don't have to explain why. It's a celebrity group or reality TV. Fuck no, that's an instant deal breaker. I hate parasocial relationships. Invested in politics. I don't care. I believe if my woman is very, very smart, I believe, well, I won't say just because you're invested in politics, you're smart, but typically the smarter the person is that they're invested in politics. I just don't like people who are invested in charades. Like the liberal mindset or the MAGA mindset, you know what I mean? They just need to be right about something or fight about something. So I'll say it depends on the situation. Alright? I'll be honest. I'm gonna get some water. See this one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm drinking a shitload of water. All right. Continuing this tier list is again swearing. If you've been watching this YouTube video for the past hour, 40 minutes, you know that I am a swearing king. I'm always swearing. So if you're against swearing, sorry, that's an instant deal breaker. I swear all the time. Not gonna be dealing with that. Is the victim in every story they tell. If a bitch is never the problem in every story she tells, she is the problem in every story she hasn't told. That is an instant deal breaker. They do not tell the whole story, and this is not just relationship advice. People who do not tell the whole story or leave important context out of stories means they were the bad person in that relationship or situation, and they just do not want to admit it. People know they're wrong. Believe it or not, delusional people know they're wrong. Your parent, when they say you're being disrespectful when you put up a good argument, they know they're wrong, but they know they have the high ground. So they use their high ground. People, when they know they're wrong, they use the high ground. You are not literate in the context of the situation. So what did they do? They spin the narrative like the DJ. You know what I'm saying? They spin it like the DJ. So what they do is they tell you half the context from their perspective to make themselves look like the good person, which means you would be on their side. That's all they need. They need people on their side. So people who are never wrong or who are always the victim in the stories that they tell, 9 times out of 10, they're a victim or they're the suspect in the stories they don't tell, and the truth will be fucking set free. I'm telling you, the truth will come to light from the dark. Whatever happens in the dark comes to light. And this is where we get to the second one. Lack of accountability. Lack of accountability in 2026 is very, very high. It's dangerous, it's egotistical, and it's kind of psychotic. If you have lack of accountability in 2026, you won't get very, very far in life. You'll probably be a bum for the rest of your life, and you'll make very, very lackluster decisions in life. I hate people who cannot take accountability for nothing, because in their mind, they're genuinely right all the time. But remember, they are also delusional. And the delusions low-key be winning. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being delulu, but you have to have realistic delusions. If you cheated and you're mad because I'm bringing up the situation at a bad time, that's lack of accountability. You're just a bitch. I don't want to be around you. I'm going to cheat back if I take you back. Will I cry? Will I lose 10 pounds? Yeah, but guess what? I'm going to make sure you take accountability. So I'm gonna put lack of accountability in Easton deal breaker. Like, come on, that's a deal breaker. That's a no-brainer. A lack of emotional availability. I'm a dude, so I'm gonna say not good. I don't need it, but it's very, very nice to be, in mommy's arms whenever I'm feeling bad. I love mommy. Mommy, if you're watching this stream, I love you. Please, mommy, please. I'm sorry. Lack of social life. I do not care. If you do not have a social life, then better. But you do need to have friends. Come on, every woman has at least one group chat. Like, if you don't have a group chat and you're 21, 18 and up, I'm gonna consider that you're a loser. If you're always booted out of group chats, or you're always kicked out of group chats, or people always making group chats without you, I'm gonna assume you're a loser. What type of woman doesn't have friends? Now, I get it. If you're around a lot of fake-ass people, which is very rare, I understand if you don't have friends. But 9 times out of 10, you're the weirdo. So, lack of account or lack of friendships or lack of social life, you know what? I'm going to put it in bad but manageable. Bad but manageable. Next up. Lacks empathy. Last thing I need to do is be sleeping in the same bed as Jeffrey Dahmer. So I'm going to put that in as the deal breaker. Last minute cancels. Man, let me tell you something about last minute cancels. I had a homegirl who I wanted to date. Didn't go well, by the way. That's a whole different story. I had a homegirl that I wanted to date. We lived in 40-minute different counties, right? 40 minutes apart in counties. We planned this shit all fucking week. Go to the beach, just have some fun. Man, I had clothes on and everything. I wasn't even going to be shirtless. Like, I was cool. I just wanted to hang out with my homegirl. Did I have a crush on her? Yeah. But I just wanted to hang out with my homegirl. So, I traveled 40 minutes to Heard County. And remember, this is the pandemic. So, I'm 16 years old with no car. I'm hitching rides with my brother. I had to make an excuse for my brother to go all the way to Heard County, 40 minutes away. And basically just let me hang out with my homegirl while this nigga stays in town so I can ride back home. What type of brother is going to do that without incentive? Tell me. So anyway, somehow I propagated my way to get that done. I was in the county. I get to the county. I'm chilling at my mom's crib because coincidentally my mom lives in the same county, but I'm living with my dad at the time. I get to my mom's house, chill at my mom's house for a little bit. Shorty texts me, hey, my sister got in a car crash. Bullshit. My sister got in a car crash and she needs to use my car. Nigga, how's that your problem? This is what I can't understand about having multiple sisters. Why does she need your car if she crashed her car? Nigga, if you don't get nudge her back, nigga. Show some defense. Play, get a little Rudy Gobert fucking performance out there. She talk about as soon as I get there, the whole week she could have canceled and whatnot. She tells me her sister crashed her car a couple days ago. Not today, a couple days ago. And she tells me she needs to use the car the day of the date. Like 40, maybe like an hour before the date. Not a date, but a date. You know what I mean? When you're just having a one-on-one with somebody. Haven't forgiven her since. I started tweaking out on her ever since. Tried to rekindle the friendship after that. Wanted to crack after that. Didn't work. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Emmeline, if you see this, fuck you. You knew what you did. You capped. And I don't care if you see this. You capped. You fucking capped, and I'll remember that for the rest of my life. Fucking Eskimo, wetback. Sorry. Let me take a piss. When I become a full-time desktop streamer, I don't know how I'm gonna handle this with the fact that I piss like every 5 minutes. I literally do not. Nonetheless. So last minute cancels are gonna be an instant deal breaker. Fuck you. Alright? Fuck you, Emmeline, by the way. Alright? Likes cartoons. That's a yes for me. I love bitches. I love it. Likes going for drinks often. If you're constantly drinking, I understand if you're a social drinker, like you go to the bar every other weekend, maybe every, once a month. But if you're going to the bar every time you have free time, buddy, you have a problem. Just saying. You have a problem. And I'm not trying to deal with that shit. Like, the fuck? Like, why would I want to deal with that shit? Like, I constantly have to... Bro, I'm chilling in my bed, dick out, watching a Bella Danger. Like that. I'm talking about like that. My fucking phone ring. And y'all know my phone tone. Y'all know my ringtone. Y'all know my ringtone. Y'all know my ringtone. Y'all know my ringtone. My phone ringing. Not pick it up. But y'all know my ringtone. Hold on. I'm gonna get my clip. I'm gonna get my fucking clip. I got my ringtone going on. My day. All right, let me restart this clip. If like, I shouldn't have to constantly pick you up. And I'm chilling on. I got my dick out like this. I'm chilling out. I just finished my Bella Danger video and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my dick out. I'm over here snoring. My phone ring. Y'all know my ringtone. And I'm chilling. I'm dreaming about. I'm counting sheep. Hello? Man, I'm not feeling good. I'm at the bar. How you ride home? This nigga staring at me and shit. Bitch, I shouldn't have to deal with that every fucking weekend, bitch. Every fucking weekend? Every weekend, bro? Every weekend? Nah, buddy. Nah, I ain't trying to deal with that shit, bro. Hell no. That shit'll get annoying real fucking quick. Real fucking quick. And a nigga not trying to deal with that shit. Hell no. 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 Likes going for drinks often. I'm going to put that in instant deal breaker. You fucking alcoholic bitch. No. Not trying to deal with that all day. Likes obscure music only. I'm trying to think of the word obscure. I want to see if I'm going to use this correctly. Something that is not clearly understood or widely known, often characterized by vagueness, darkness, or seclusion. If you're an underground fan, I don't care, but just don't make it your personality. So I don't really care. Just don't be annoying with it. Lives with parents, don't care. I understand the economy nowadays. Longest relationship never lasted more than a month. Instant deal breaker. Why would I want to deal with a bitch that can't even love a nigga for a month? If you can't love on a nigga for more than a month, who the fuck are you? Cinderella? You expect everything to come your way? Hell no, bro. Hey, this fucking viewbot nigga trying to be in my chat. Get that ass banned, boy. That ass banned. I don't need you in my chat. I don't need your bread. I don't need your fake ass viewers. Nigga, if you can't be in a relationship and love on a nigga for more than a month, you are the problem, and I want nothing to deal with that. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. I am not dealing with that shit. Love bombing. Obviously, we all know love bombing is an instant deal breaker. Not gonna deal with that. Making plans for the future without consulting your preferences. Newsflash, buddy. If a girl says I, my, me, whatever she's planning a future, it's not with you, buddy. It's not with you. It's not with you. I'm sorry to break the news. If a bitch keep on using I, me, my, whenever she's talking about the future, oh, I love my kids to have this. I want to name my kid that. I want my dream house to be like this. I want my career to be like this. Buddy, you're not involved in her future. I'm sorry to tell you. You're not involved in her future. And I got bad news for you. The bitch don't want you. I'm sorry, bro. It's just the way life is, bro. I'm sorry. So, making plans for the future without consulting your preferences, she obviously does not see you in the future. We are going to put that in instant deal breaker. Honestly, that shouldn't be an instant deal breaker because you find that out later on in the relationship. But if a bitch is that trifling to the point where she brings that shit up on the first date and it does not consult you, I do not blame her because we are just getting to know each other. But at the same time, fuck you. Let's act like we love each other from the first date. I'm the type of nigga that wants my dick sucked on the first date. I'm the type of nigga that wants a first kiss on the first date. I'm the type of nigga that wants to fuck on the first date. I'm the type of nigga that wants to get married on the first date. Where's real love? Where the real love at? Why can't we have kids on the first date? Come on, man. I want you showing up on the first date. I ain't even fucking you and you having my baby. That's the type of love we need in 2026, bro. Love at first sight, for baby on the first date. That's what we need. 2026, I wish all my viewers have a pregnant girlfriend. If you're a woman, I hope you're pregnant. Shout out to all my pregnant viewers, which is all of y'all. Female with masculine hobby, male with girly hobby. Do not care. Bro, your hobbies are your hobbies. I don't care. Male with only female friends, female with only male friends. Fuck no, that's an instant deal breaker. Why the fuck, bitch? If a bitch only have male friends, that bitch is getting fucked every day. I make one mistake, nigga, I got the whole LA Lakers roster on my ass. Hell no, nigga. I got Rudy Gobert, Ben Wallace, Gary Payton, Patrick Beverly, and Victor Wembanyama on the same team playing hardcore defense against me like it's hardwood classes in the 90s. No, I make one mistake, all of a sudden I'm the worst nigga on the planet. Got super nigga Michael B. Jordan on my dick. Hell no, nigga. Michael Ealy with the blue eyes staring my girl down telling me that I'm the problem, baby, it's okay. Fuck yo, I ain't got time to deal with that shit. What Victor Wembanyama can have the bitch. I don't even want her no more. Keep her. 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 So, yeah, instant deal breaker. Money spender. Bad but manageable. We could fix that. I'm a money spender. Y'all should have seen how much money I spent today. Multiple exes within the same year. Instant deal breaker, bitch. Oh my god, you're a fucking dick vacuum. Needs a lot of personal space. Bad but manageable. We can work around that. I understand your trauma. Needs the relationship to include sex. Nigga, if you're not offering sex on the second date, third date, you could go, bro. You could go. You could go. Like, if you're not offering sex on the second date, you could go, bro. Bro, I need you to give up the sloppy toppy expeditiously. Amazon Prime, same day shipping. Come on, bro. Like, nigga, I'm pretty sure Amazon just dropped 1 hour shipping. Didn't they same day shipping? Nigga, I need that expeditiously, especially if you're a light skin with a... I got a girlfriend. She see this, she gonna hate my ass. We're not clipping that. We're not clipping that. So, needs the relationship to include sex? Don't care. Sex is a necessity in a relationship. If you're in 2026 and you're going to pretend like sex is a necessity in a relationship, you're generally lying to yourself. Sex is a necessity in every single relationship. Bro, even when you guys are abstinent together due to religious practices or you guys just want to be celibate, it becomes the focal point of relationship due to the absence. It's either the presence of sex is the focal point of the relationship, or the absence of sex is present in the relationship. That shit is not. It cannot go unnoticeable. We are humans. We are meant to fuck. That is just life. We are meant to fuck. We are meant to fuck. Needs to be reassured often. That is annoying. Bad, but very, very bad. Very bad. Not an instant deal breaker, but very bad. Needs to borrow money a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I be borrowing money a lot. Do I pay back? I got good credit. Good credit. But nigga, borrow money a lot, as long as you pay back, depends on the situation, buddy. Neurotypical. What is that, like retard? I don't care. I wanted to fuck a neurotypical bitch one time. I don't give a fuck. Never compliments. Oh my god, that's an instant deal breaker. Who wants to be with a miserable ass bitch that never compliments me? Jesus Christ. Never goes to the gym. Depends. Bad but manageable. Not bad but manageable. If you got a banging body but you don't go to the gym, I believe that's okay. But if you don't go to the gym and you're fat, buddy, hit the gym. Never traveled outside their hometown. Not the worst thing. It's not up to me, it's up to your parents, and I understand. Night owl, do not care. No drama, please. Don't care. No motivation, dreams, or goals. That is actually an instant deal breaker. We need goals around here. Either your goal could be as simple as achieving peace, like just wanting a peaceful life. You want to work for $8 an hour. If that's your dream, then go ahead, work towards that dream and just live your life. But if you literally are just going with the flow, no, not an active listener. Yes, that is a deal breaker, instant deal breaker. Nobody wants a bitch that just wants to hear about themselves. Not their first marriage. Instant deal breaker. I'm 21 years old. You can't be dating. I'll never deal with a married bitch. What the hell? Fucking 21 years old dealing with a married bitch? Hell no, bro. One uppers? Yeah. That's pretty bad. Should never be one upping your partner. One word replies. Obviously, that's a deal breaker. Like, the hell? That's not even a relationship deal breaker. That's like a deal breaker, like in general, like with your coworker or something. Only compliments physical attributes could be bad but manageable. Not good. Not good. That is a red flag. If they only like me for me as the way I look, then that's a bad thing. Only hobbies include a TV, video game, or computer. That's not bad. Like, bro, if you're a desktop merchant, I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. I'm a desktop streamer for a living, bro. Like, if you're a desktop merchant, bro, that's not the worst thing on the planet. I'm actually curious. Now that I'm looking at my stream preview, I'm actually curious as to what my stream looks like now. Like, do I look good? Do I look good? I actually look good. Oh yeah. My stream actually looks legible. Didn't think that would happen. We're living in a time. Only text you at night. That means she's getting cracked every night. Fuck no, man. Instant deal breaker. We got a lot of instant deal breakers. We got a lot of instant deal breakers. Orders the first food option at the specialty restaurants. Don't care. I don't eat. It's expensive. Overly quirky. Man, I fucking love that. That is beautiful. Parents track their location. Don't care actually. If your parents track your location, that's a necessity, especially during nowadays. A lot of people get in traffic, bro. We don't need that. We don't need that. Passive aggressive. Fuck you. Not very bad. Picky eater. Don't care. Practices a religion that you are not involved with. That is an instant deal breaker. I actually, before I met my girlfriend now, I had a talking stage with a religious girl, and I kind of tried to back away from her because I realized that I was not on the same level as her with Christianity. I did not, and it wasn't like she was annoying with it because she was at a very, very tame level of Christianity, but I understood that I would be interfering with her way of life if I were to date her. So I said, you know what, it would not work because she was very, very respectful. We're still homegirls to this day. I very, very much like her. But I'm not gonna disrespect her and act like I'm a Christian when I'm not. That's just not something I'm gonna do. I can't fake it till I make it in that situation. Holy hell, my ear is killing me. Give me a sec. Ah, holy hell. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, oh, my ear. Oh, bro, my fucking ear, bro. Bro, when I pulled it, when I pulled my ear, bro, it sounded like I was like pulling rubber, like literally. Uh, uh, uh. I think I'm good now, though. Oh no, I'm not. Shit. All right, so I'm just not gonna have a headphone on that ear. Give me a sec. Maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can pop it. That feels so much better. Ooh, ooh, feels good. Yeah, I know I'm a skull cap merchant, so let me get my skull cap back on. All right, back to the tier list. Puts a lot of labels on themselves. Define labels. What is labels? Like ah ah labels. Depends on the situation. I don't really know what you mean by labels, so I'm not even gonna. Quotes, TikToks, it IRL. If you have a TikTok personality as a woman, they're probably on like Girl Talk or Flop Talk or some shit. That is an instant deal breaker. Do not like Twitter bitches or TikTok bitches. Racist comments as a joke. Instant deal breaker. And racism is not cool. Not allowed in my chat. Not allowed in my personal life. We're not doing that today. Fuck no. That's annoying as shit. References outdated gender rules. Outdated? Outdated meaning like in today's society, because I agree with some outdated rules. But at the same time, if they're outdated in literal term, that means they're not good, and we've moved past that. Like kitchen and dad works, mom stays home, even though we couldn't afford it. That's old school and outdated. Do I see a problem with it? No. But is it effective nowadays? No. So bad but manageable. Maybe we could talk about it. Refuses to try your hobbies. Instant deal breaker. Sorry. I love anime, and you need to at least try anime before you say you don't like it. If you do not like anime, even though you tried it, that's fair. But if you're gonna say you don't like anime and you didn't even try it, fuck you. Respectfully. Disrespectfully, actually. Road rage. I road rage as well, so it depends on the situation. If they're like constantly throwing up middle fingers in front of people outside their window, that means they're a danger to society. I live in Florida. Everybody has a gun. Everybody's strapped, legally or illegally, even though it's hard to be illegal anymore. I say you're the problem. You need to stay the fuck away from me. Rude to parents. Depends on the parents. We're in a generation, or at least my generation, where parents are assholes. So I justify being rude to parents because my mom is an asshole, and I'm very, very rude to her when she's rude to me. I'm never rude to her unprovoked. She's rude to me when I have the right to be rude to her. So I'm gonna say it depends on the situation. If her parents are bitches, then yeah, she has the right to be rude to her parents. But if she's just rude to her parents because she's ungrateful, then she's a piece of shit, and I hate her. Rude to service or retail staff. That is an instant deal breaker. Say you don't own them until marriage. That's typical, but the fact that you have to bring it up, yeah, it's the deal breaker. Because I will never own you in the first place. Says they do not care. I don't care myself. Like, if you don't care, then you don't care. I respect that. Smokes. Don't care. Solves disagreements with the silent treatment. Fuck you. I had an ex like that, and it's so annoying. Strongly believes in zodiac signs, horoscopes, and astrology. Bad but manageable. I've met some bad people like that, but that is a manageable thing. Struggles with keeping a job. Some people do have bad luck, and I think that's an instant deal breaker. I think if you can't keep a job, you just have bad luck and you have not paid your karma debt. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If you are bad with keeping a job, that means your karma debt is very, very bad, and I want nothing to do with that. So, fuck you. I'm overly fried. Like, hi? Come on, bruh. I wanted to play Marathon later on tonight, bro. Swears a lot. Don't care. Talkative IRL, but silent online. I'm like that, actually. I don't text. Like, my girlfriend right now, last time I texted her was like 3 hours ago, and she gets off an hour. I'll probably just talk to her when she gets home. Like, I don't really care. When it's a talking stage, yeah. But actually, I'm going to put that depends on the situation. If it's a talking stage, then yeah, it's a deal breaker. But most of the time, I personally will never text you if we're very, very comfortable with each other. They put it talkative online, but silent IRL. Now that is bad, but manageable. I believe I can work with that because maybe we're not comfortable with each other. Talk shit behind their friends' backs. That is an instant deal breaker. Anybody that talks behind their friend's back is a piece of shit. There's a difference between saying the truth and gossiping and talking shit behind their back. If you're talking shit behind your friend's back, that just means you're already kicking them while they're down. Because talking shit is like, it's malice behind it. Gossiping is just like, hey, you can't keep your fucking mouth shut. But if you're talking shit behind your friend's back, that means you're a piece of shit yourself, and I want nothing to do with you. You're a piece of shit. They act like they're better than everyone else. Which also goes in the fact that people who talk shit behind their backs think they act like they're better than everybody else, and I want no parts of that. They always change plans to better suit them. Very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. They don't ask questions about you. That is an instant deal breaker. You would be so surprised how many bitches I cut off if you do not ask questions about me. I cannot stand, because I already hate small talk. I cannot stand if I'm talking to a girl, we talk about, what do you do for school? What do you do for work? Do you live with your parents? Where did you go to school? Where did you grow up? How many kids did you have? Oh my god! And then literally none of the questions follow or ricochet back towards my way? Like, you don't care where I went to school? You don't care where I live? I could be a fucking rapist! And you didn't ask! Now I'm gonna take your butt! Come Like, dog, you didn't ask, so now I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, you didn't ask, bro. So, not at that is a genuinely crazy clip. I'm so sorry. But anyway, you didn't ask me. You didn't ask anything about me. Like, bro, I could be a murderer for all you know. You could piece 2 and 2 together if you just fucking asked. But you're selfish and you're so self-centered that you never ask questions about me. Now I'm gonna do it to you. I'm gonna do it to you. They don't express any issues during a relationship. That is so fucking like, bro. You gotta talk to me. I can't improve if you're not gonna help me. I can't improve if you're not gonna help me. They miss high school. Bro, okay. I've known niggas who miss high school, but if a girl misses high school, like Ruth from Euphoria, bro, that bitch is a loser, bro. Like, could you imagine? Like, you're talking to a girl, first date, right? You're talking to a girl, first date, and then out of nowhere says, don't you just miss high school? Like, bro, we're 25 years old, buddy. What are you talking about high school? That was almost 10 years ago, buddy. Like, high school? The high school? Pandemic? No graduation? No prom? Like, just watching anime, gooning, letting it crust on the couch all day, watching fucking Psyche K all day? No! I don't miss high school. All the drama, all the fights, the yelling hot Cheeto bitches, Latinas talking, dude, please, nigga, stop, nigga. Like, nigga, I ain't trying to hear that shit again. Fuck high school. Bitch talk about some, do you miss high school? I don't miss high school at all. They shouldn't have let me get a soundboard. I'm sorry, yo. But, no, if they talk about some, they miss some high school, man, get the fuck off, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit, bro. Instant deal breaker. Move on, bitch. Can't handle me at my worst, don't deserve me at my best. I firmly believe in that mindset. I've been at my worst so many times in relationships. It feels like when I get into a relationship, I am at my worst. For some reason, God don't like me to be with a woman. Like, the nigga just piles shit on me, bruh. Starter stop working, your car start making alien noises, your bitch start tripping, your mom all of a sudden want gifts and shit when even though she ain't asked for it, she start tripping, she wants you to pay rent, your dad kick you out, your brother got herpes and you caught it from him. Like, bro, like, nigga, life start turning upside down, bro. So, can't handle me at my worst, don't deserve me at my best. I've been at my worst this entire year, bro. If you can't handle me at my worst this year and you ain't a ride or die this year, I don't want you in my life at all. Move on. Move on. I don't want you. I don't want you. They want to make all big plans. Not the worst thing. Manageable. Throws away leftovers. I'm actually going to say that's a very bad thing. I'm a leftover king, my nigga. Like, I love leftovers, bro. Treat you like their therapist. It's kind of fun. So bad but manageable could be good. Not the worst thing. I'd say that's the worst thing. Tries to act cool. I don't even know what that means. So, it's a deal breaker. If you're trying to act like a high school queen, bro, all the time, like, nigga, get a life, bro. Tries to convert your beliefs. Depends on the situation. Depends on the situation, because you could be genuinely wrong. Trust issues. Everybody has trust issues, so I don't care. Unsure about their sexuality, don't care. Unwilling to address or resolve conflicts. Instant deal breaker. Anybody that's scared to resolve conflict is a bitch. I think you're a pussy. Wants kids. Yes. I want kids too. But I also don't care. If that makes sense. I also don't care. I care, but I don't care. Depends on the situation. Nah. Yeah, that's a yes. Because everybody wants kids. I want kids. But if I can't have kids, I'm not going to complain. Wants to live together within the first year before marriage. Unfortunately, I already live with my girlfriend, so I'm going to say depends on the situation. It just happens. Watches porn. Depends on the situation. Some people have some very, very bad goon idea. Goon. Some people have some very bad goon habits, and some people have good ones where they keep it under control and tame it. Whole personality revolves around one thing. Depends on the situation. It depends on what the thing is. Won't let you use their phone. Instant deal breaker. Nobody, like, bro, I remember I had a bitch that would bring the phone with her in the shower, and I'm not talking about on the counter or on the toilet. I mean in the shower. Nigga, the phone not supposed... Who gonna call you in the shower? Your mom ain't gonna call you in the shower. Your dad ain't gonna call you in the shower. That job interview is not gonna call you in the shower. What, you gonna be on the job, in the job interview, on the fucking shower with the water running in the background, bitch? No! Nobody wants to be with a bitch that won't let you use their phone. She trifling, bro. And I had to deal with that shit. And I have to eat that shit because I'm at the hotel at the time, bro. So I ain't got no way home. I'm like 1,800 miles away. I had to eat that shit. Did I want to cry? Hell yeah. Was I mad as hell in that car ride home? Hell yeah. But that's life, bro. When you're in a situation you can't control, you gotta eat shit and like it. You can find their whole life on social media. Not bad, but manageable. You have to make all the big plans. I don't care. Your friends do not like them. Huh? Oh, I see what you mean. That's very bad. It's not a deal breaker because my friends could be assholes, but it's not that bad. All right, so that's not too bad. That wasn't that. That was a pretty long tier list. That was an hour, but that wasn't too bad actually. Our instant deal breakers are anger issues, attention sponge, bad hygiene for sure, believes in conspiracy theories, brags about how good of a liar they are, can't text in complete sentences, cheated in the past, chronically online, constantly brings up an ex, constantly late, controlling, different political alignments, basically me saying that I hate Trump, dismisses of your feelings or opinions, Disney adult, disregards boundaries, disrespects animals, does not have a single close friend, does not take care of their health, doesn't like music, doesn't make time in their schedule for you, fast food is their favorite genre of food, has a previous child from a previous relationship, I love you from very young in a relationship, meaning like 1, maybe 4 days to a week, inconsistent communication, into celebrity gossip or reality TV, is against swearing, is a victim in every story they tell, lack of accountability, lacks empathy, last minute cancels, likes going for drinks often, longest relationship never lasted more than a month, love bombing, makes plans for the future without consulting your preferences, males with only female friends, females with only male friends, males with only male friends, females with only female friends, multiple exes within the same year, never compliments, no motivation, dreams, or goals, not an active listener, not their first marriage, one-uppers, one-word replies, only texts you at night, which means she's getting fucked during the day, practices a religion you are not involved with, quotes TikToks IRL, racist comments as a joke, refuses to try your hobbies, rude to service or retail staff, including service or waitresses or waiters, say you don't own them until marriage because I don't own you at all, that's not how marriage works, nor is it how a relationship works. Solves disagreements with the silent treatment. Can't say that word. Struggles with keeping a relationship, struggles with keeping a job. Talk shit behind their friend's back. They act like they're better than everyone else. They don't ask questions about you. They don't express any issues during the relationship, which is pussy shit. They miss high school. Tries to act cool. Unwilling to address or resolve conflicts. Won't let you use their phone. I think that's a pretty good tier list. W segment.